Hey, good morning, YouTube. Happy Wednesday to everybody. Probably a short video today, but this is it is November, and so we're about 2 weeks into the CFP rankings, and so I've got to do my yearly reminder of what that is, because for some reason, a lot of fans and or analysts, commentators, or media type, or whatever you want to call them, they don't know what it is or how it works. And we're going into 10 years of this thing now. They still have no idea. One person in particular that reminded me to make this video, shout out to, I'm sure you guys all know who Clay Travis is. He's, well, he used to be a sports commentator. Now he's more of a political guy. But nonetheless, he still comments on sports as well. But yesterday he tweeted out, after the rankings came out last night, he sent out a tweet about how the CFP rankings are a joke, because does anybody really think that BYU and Indiana and some other Big 10 or Big 12 team, who I can't remember who it was, would beat Georgia, Alabama, or Ole Miss? That's not the way rankings work. Look, if you're an AP voter and not a CFP person, an AP voter, how many AP voters do you think sit down each week and look at strength of schedule, strength of record, wins over ranked teams, who'd you lose to, how bad? Like, go down all the analytics that the CFP claims that they use. That's a different story. How many AP voters do you think do that? I'm guessing almost none of them. AP voters sit down with a piece of paper and go, this is the team I think is the best team. I think this team's better than that team. That's what they do. Projecting on something that hasn't happened is not a ranking. This whole idea, for South Carolina, for example. Now, I've said, if I were to make my own Pigskin Pete ranking, I would have South Carolina in the top 15, because I don't think there's 14 teams better than South Carolina. But that's not the way the CFP works. They don't project, well, South Carolina would beat everybody from 20 all the way up to 12. Therefore, South Carolina should be 12. That's not the way that works. How many of you would have said last week that you thought that Georgia Tech would beat Miami? How many of you would have thought 2 weeks ago that Louisville would beat Clemson and Clemson by 10 points or by double digits? So what you think would happen is not a reason to rank them there. The games, the wins and the losses have to matter in a playoff ranking. Not all wins and losses are created equal. That's where the nuance is. I get that. That's just not the way that rankings work. And it blows my mind that somebody that would cover sports for a living would not know that. I mean, you can disagree with the rankings. I don't have a problem with disagreeing with the rankings, but the way that you're disagreeing with them is what I have a problem with. Just because you think this team would beat that team on a neutral field is not a reason to rank them ahead of them. They haven't played. You have to look at their record. Wins and losses still have to matter in college football. Another guy, I'm not going to say his name, but he runs a college football account on Twitter. I try to follow, excuse me, I have to switch hands with my coffee here. I try to follow as many college football Twitter accounts or X accounts as I possibly can. Even if I don't interact with them, I still like to see a lot of different people's opinions about the sport. Anyway, this one particular guy on there that I follow, he runs a college football Twitter account, and he's got thousands and thousands of followers. And he tweeted out the other day that he was baffled because he couldn't understand how the CFP could possibly rank Boise State outside of the top 12. And his reasoning was, well, there's only 12 playoff spots, and one group of 5 team is guaranteed a spot. So how can they possibly have them outside of the 12? What? This is what I'm talking about. This is somebody who runs a college football Twitter account and doesn't understand the difference between seeding and ranking. All you have to do is Google the CFP 12-team playoff guidelines and read it. Within 2 seconds, you can answer the question of how they can have Boise State ranked outside of the top 12. Within 2 seconds, probably on the second sentence. So your daily or yearly reminder is over. The CFP is not the AP. The CFP is not the coaches poll. It's a ranking system. Is it perfect? No. Will we ever have a perfect ranking system in college football to get the quote unquote best 12 or 14 or however many in the future teams in there? No. So this isn't the NFL. There's 133 Division I teams. And so picking that, they obviously can't all play each other. There's not only 4 divisions in each conference and 2 conferences like the NFL, where it makes it super easy. You don't have that. So this is the best thing that we've had so far. Now we can debate about that too. Some people think the BCS system is better. I tend to disagree. But hey, that's a debate that's at least worth having. So anyway, leave your comments below, like, subscribe, the whole 9 yards, and I'll see you guys later. Have a good day.